Duck, the Great Western engine, was working in the construction yard, where supplies for the new branch line were being delivered.
Oh, well, I never! Donald and Douglas. Haven't seen you two around in a while.
We only went to collect some more rails and sleepers. Hi, so you can build some more track, that's all.
Well, I don't know, but it feels like you've been gone for ages.
Cheerio!
Cheerio! Don't leave it so long next time!
Hi everyone, Lego Lover 117 here, and welcome to another Thomas Wooden Railway review. And this review is going to be on the Scottish twins, Donald and Douglas. Now, if you didn't already know, the reason I'm doing this review is because Donald and Douglas here recently made their return to the Thomas and Friends TV series with Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. And yeah, Donald and Douglas made their return this year, and that's cool and all. They returned with the Arsdale engines, as usual. So that's the reason I'm giving these two their own review. I don't know when I would get around to reviewing these guys if they hadn't returned. I'm pretty sure I would have reviewed them at some point, but they're getting theirs a bit earlier than I had anticipated. So, the wooden railway model history of these two is really brief because they're both introduced in 1994, originally with flat magnets and unmolded coal. Coal was painted, and their tenders actually look kind of ugly. And then Donald was officially retired in 2009, but Douglas wasn't retired until 2010. So Donald kind of died off first before Douglas did, which is kind of weird because they're twins. I mean, why wouldn't you officially retire them both? You could either get one or the other. So if you were a child in 2010 and you didn't have Donald but you already had Douglas, sorry about your luck, Chuck, because Donald was no longer on the market. But anyway, enough of my rant. Let's get in. Let's look at these two models. So first up, we're going to look at Donald. Extremely basic face. It actually resembles Donald's TV model more than Douglas's, in my opinion. There's Donald, nameplate on the side. His name's Donald. There's the back with the ledge. I'm not really sure if their later models got rid of the ledge, because, you know, I've got some of the older models. This little square right there. And here's my gripe with these models. Two domes, not a funnel. This one is not a funnel, alright, people? I don't care what you say, it is a dome. Because it's not... This is where the funnel would be, okay? That is a dome, and that is a dome. It's the same problem that I mentioned with Duck. Duck didn't have a funnel either. The 2014 version did, but not his original version. On the bottom, as you can see, it says Donald. And Donald here is dated 2001. I don't think you can see that. Camera won't focus that small thing, but he is dated 2001. Here's his tender, extremely basic. I like the shape of it, actually. Its wooden shape is really interesting. Number 9, plastic coal, Donald's tender, and it's going to obviously be dated 2001. I think. Yeah, 2001. This isn't like a Mike situation where I got his tender mixed up or something. And interesting enough, his tender feels hollow, actually. If I shake this, it feels like there's nothing inside of it. Well, actually, not same with the Donald model itself. The Donald model feels like a solid piece of wood, but the tender feels really hollow. Not really sure what that's all about, but the last model we're going to look at before we go is Douglas. Douglas is exactly the same as Donald. Same face and everything. Literally the only change they made is the nameplate with Douglas, and the printing on the bottom is Douglas. And Douglas here is dated 2003, because I remember as a child, I got Donald first, And then I got Douglas in a large Christmas haul, as I like to call it. Came with the lifting bridge. Douglas himself didn't come with the lifting bridge. I'm saying I got Douglas and the lifting bridge at the same time. His tender, exactly the same as Donald's, again with the different shape, and the number 10 on it, plastic hole and all that. Douglas's tender. And his tender is also dated 2003. So overall, Donald and Douglas's models are pretty accurate to their television series counterparts. I'm taking off points for them having no funnels. That really irks me when, like, the Erdl, the Take and Play, or the Take Along, and the Trackmaster, Donald and Douglas have funnels. So that kind of irks me, but, I mean, overall, I give these models a 9 out of 10 because of the no funnel thing, and, you know, they're pretty easy to come by. They get a pretty solid recommend from me because they're pretty easy to find on places like eBay, and really the only trouble you'll have at finding these models is their 1994 versions, their original versions, which I really wouldn't recommend because they're exact same as this, except no plastic coal. So anyway, thanks for watching this review of Donald and Douglas, and as always...
Well, I never!
Oh, hi, Duck. What are you doing here? We already did this bit at the beginning.
Well, I never!
Oh, God, there's another duck. Hi, other duck. We already did this bit at the beginning of the review, so if you could please...
Well, I never!
Oh, God, there's 3 ducks now.
Well, I never!
What the... How exactly did my take-along model get out of the box? How did...
Well, I never!
Oh, God, and now the Erdl's here, too? Jesus, how many ducks do I own? Donald and Douglas, you better get out. You better run. Run, doggy! Douglas, you left your tender behind. Grab it. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Come back. Come back. I apologize for the duck conception that just happened here, people.